Okay. Okay, so welcome guys to the second part of my feature demo for Build 76. I did mention in the annotation in the last video that there were still some features to do and that I was still working on things, and things are finally ready to be shown. So I think first we're going to start with something that the box did actually. Uh, This is actually very nice of him. He went and redid the rendering because I mean I'd done a preliminary job of it, but he went back and he finished it off with his excellent knowledge of how, I don't know, to render with non-cubes in Minecraft. So here we go. Bang! Look at that. I mean, I did show those off on one of my other videos, but I don't think everyone necessarily sees that. So yeah, you can see that he's done a really nice job making the ingots look like actual ingots. What you're going to notice that means is that these actually stack to 64 now, which is 2 full stacks of ingots, which is nice. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, so they still work the same way. Next, I want to, just a few little things first. Here's a recipe that I added just because a few people were asking for it in the community. We're going to have, what's it, 1 saltpeter, 1 sulfur, and a charcoal, and that's going to make 2 gunpowder. I think we're going to be doing some more things with gunpowder in the future, but for Build 76 is kind of where we're going to outline all the features for future builds. So yeah, another thing I fixed is the times that it takes for animals to have baby animals. It was originally set for the length of a year being around 360 days. Of course, it's significantly shorter than that now. It's around 96. But it hadn't been adjusted. But now it should be dependent on the length of the month that you set in the config file. So it should work properly now. Next thing we're going to look at, I guess, is some animal drops. So we're going to, because I have changed some things, we're going to have a little piggy. You'll see we got a raw hide from that, and only one of them. That's an important thing to note, guys. Same thing there. Sheep are a little different now. Sheep have some nice goodies hiding within them now. Yeah, you'll see we got 5 raw mutton and a sheepskin from killing that sheep. We're gonna get this something similar from this one. Yeah, so that one gave us like 9, and then the sheepskin. Okay, so the sheepskin is quite important, guys, because it ties into the whole feature. So we're going to look at the sheepskin first. We're going to put a sheepskin here. We're going to take our bronze knife. We're going to put it above it. We're going to get some wool. So yeah, so you can actually get the wool from the sheepskin when you use it like that. It's a really cool feature. Okay, so we're going to do that again, just to get another piece of wool, because that's what we're looking for here. So you see we got the wool from the sheepskin. I might think we'll be doing some more things with sheepskin in the future, so we're going to leave it at that for now. You are going to be needing a new tool to work with this wool, because this wool is just an item. It doesn't do much. It's like, you know, a lump of wool. It's a ball. We need to make this. So this is a clay spindle. And that's 1 piece of clay over top of a stick. And now we're going to need our fire pit. Fire pit. Okay, good. Okay, so fire pit is now ignited. We can put our clay spindle into the fire pit. And so I guess we're going to let that cook up a bit. It should be about the same. Oak burns at quite a high temperature, but it should be around the same temperature that ceramic molds solidify at. So we're just gonna watch that for a little bit, see how it happens. Okay. Well, that's taking a little longer than usual. So yeah, we have this raw mutton that does cook up into regular mutton, as you would expect. You know. Okay, so here we go. We have a spindle head. You'll notice that the stick disappeared. That's because the stick kind of defines what the object is. You need another stick to finish it. Now we have a finished ceramic spindle. We place the spindle in the crafting grid with the wool, and we get wool yarn. Okay, so we get 8 from each one. Wool yarn is quite nice, so you can take 4 wool yarn and craft it into wool cloth. Let's do that a few more times. Okay, so we should have 3 now. And wool cloth is going to have a lot more uses in the future. Right now, because yeah, you might have noticed that it's getting kind of dark. You might have noticed. Hang on. I'll make some torches, I guess. You might have noticed that you would not be able to make beds if I had removed wool cloth. So yeah, there's another crafting recipe. So 3 any planks and 3 wool cloth. So you'll notice that beds do now require yes, that scared me for a little bit earlier. When we crafted the sheepskin with the bronze knife, these 2 raw hides dropped. I was like, what's going on here? They were just on the ground, and I guess I'd missed them. So that's the thing you gotta remember. With sheepskin, you actually get a rawhide from that as well. So yeah, beds are now craftable. You do need to find the clay first and have the working fire going to be able to make your spindle before you can actually make a bed. I think it just adds another layer to the game, though. Okay, next feature we're going to look at. We're going to need these planks and this crafting table. And we are going to we're going to make a new recipe here. Barrels. Okay, so we're only going to really need 3 barrels right now. They do stack up to 4. Okay, so we're going to place these. Let's place them there, there, and there. That's a little... Okay, well, we'll work on that. Don't worry about that. So this is the interface for the barrel. You'll see that there are 2 buttons here, seal and empty. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to need... we'll start with just this. I'm going to put it in the middle chest. I'm just going to shift click here. So you'll see that the bucket of water empties into the barrel. The barrel now says water. And we get our buckets back. You could be doing this with 1 bucket by making multiple trips. But yeah, so you see we filled up to here. The empty button would be sometimes you're going to have not enough water to really do anything with it, and you're just going to want to empty out the barrel so you can put something else in it. So you're going to press the empty button for that. We're not going to press that right now just because we're going to need this water. Let's go for the lime water. You remember the lime water? Well, last time we showed how it could make... I do know what caused these not to be removed when I was clicking on them. Don't worry about that. It's going to be fixed very soon. The lime water, you remember it was used to make mortar. Okay, so lime water is being put in that barrel. And the final barrel, let's put all these back. Yeah, these are too big for chests. Final barrel is going to need some more water, but there's something else we're going to do with it. Okay, so I'm going to take it back. Take it back, take it back. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the seal feature. The way that the seal feature works is that you're going to place a valid item in the slot. Which items are valid depends on what you have in here. So this is water, that's lime water. So what you're going to want to do is, for water, well, this one, because if we're doing an order for step 1, step 2, step 3, this one's going to need a log. So we're going to place a log in there, and we're going to press seal, and that's going to exit the GUI. you'll notice that the barrel is not, you can't open it anymore. Until it finishes processing what you sealed in there, you won't be able to access it anymore. You just have to wait for it to finish. In here, we are going to place some raw hides in the lime water. Okay, so you see we have raw hides, lime water. We're going to seal that. Okay, so that's sealed up nice. We don't have the proper items for this, but that's okay because I prepared some more barrels ahead of time so we can see. First we're going to start off with the barrel that had the lime water. When it finishes, you'll see the bars decreased. You're going to get soaked hides. Okay? So the soaked hides are important. You're going to take these soaked hides and you're going to craft them with a knife into some scraped hides. We're going to take this, forget about that for now. The scraped hides go in the water barrel. Okay, you can seal that in there. When they come out, they're going to turn into these. These are 2 prepared hides. And the prepared hides go into the barrel of tannin, which we formed by putting a log in there to make leather. Okay. Get back in there. Okay. There you go. So now we have some leather. And this leather is going to be used for basically, it replaces the old types of leather. So let's show you what we can do with that. So this is going to open up a GUI very similar to how napping looks, and the recipes for this are the exact same. This is for making armor, the exact same as the recipes for making metal armors for the plans. So we take those out, we're going to make some leather pants. That's all we have the materials for, because I want to show you one more thing we can do with the leather right now. So, leather pants. Some nice leather pants. Come to think, oh no, here, see, I'm going to need some paper for this. So we're just going to go run down here and grab this sugarcane very quickly. I'm making this video, guys, because I know some of these features are not going to be the easiest to explain with the written word. So I figured you guys might need some help understanding how these features work and how to use them. Where were we? Okay. So we are going to need some, it's a lot of paper, but whatever. We're going to take the paper and we're going to place this is similar to an old vanilla recipe, and this will make a vanilla book. You know, it's great. You can do whatever you want with a vanilla book. You can make a bookcase, but the vanilla book is not what we're looking for right now. We're looking for, if you put this in here, we can make a TerraFirmaCraft book. It's very similar, but you'll notice that it does have these weight and size. And the TerraFirmaCraft book is very handy. You'll notice, I didn't get a chance to show you, but you cannot, I've disabled book and quill from being crafted, vanilla book and quill, because instead you will use the TerraFirmaCraft book in the scribing table. Place it right up there, you press the right button, and you can start typing. You can say, this is how, no, there we go. And we're going to sign it, and obviously it says player 644 because this is the, I'm running this out of Eclipse. We're going to name it, okay, so, sign and close. You do have to do that with an open hand, and the book will pop into your hand. It'll be great. There's your book. You can read it. You can't edit it. You can't edit it outside of the scribing table, but you can read it as much as you like. You can flip the pages if there were more pages. All fine and dandy. So it allows you to carry some books around, and I think it adds another cool feature for the scribing table, and you don't need a feather and an ink sac to make these, because you already need the feather to make the scribing table, so I figure why would you need anything else? Okay, so that is it, guys. It's been a long process getting all of these features working properly, or nearly properly, as these little guys would want me to tell you. But I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the new features. They should be coming out pretty soon. I think we're still just going through the new setup for 1.5 because it's not fun when you have so many different item textures to have to go through and put them onto their give each one a separate texture file. It's not a happy time. But we'll get that to you as soon as we can. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy building